Pierre de Coubertin is regarded as the father of the modern-day Olympics. He believed the most important thing in life is not the triumph, but the struggle.
Special Olympics supports people with disabilities. Many think they represent the spirit of Olympics perfectly.
Attitude attended the Special Olympics World Games, held this year in Athens, birthplace of the Olympics.
Today, a sample of some of the 7,500 athletes who took part.
Our athletes want to be treated as real athletes. They want to test themselves against other people, they want to test themselves in front of an audience, and they want to determine whether they've done as well as they might.
Athens, Greece. Host to the largest sporting event of 2011, the Special Olympics World Summer Games. Each of the 7,500 athletes lives with an intellectual disability. But they're athletes first, demanding dignity and respect.
Competing in and of itself is a commitment. It's a commitment to excellence.
Sam Donaldson is one of 6 New Zealand swimmers at the World Games. He's competing in the 800-metre men's freestyle. In his hometown, Sam works as a market gardener, but his passion is swimming.
Sam, that was good, but just a little bit closer.
The 5-minute warm-up is a chance for him to calm his nerves.
For Sam, it's really just keeping his strength long, his strokes long, and his concentration.
Sam's dedicated hundreds of early mornings training for this event, building stamina and mental toughness needed for endurance racing. Sam's disability means he finds it a challenge to concentrate. He'll need to focus in this race.
A bit nervous. I should be right once I get in there.
Sam's quick off the start and settles into second place. He planned to pace himself through the first few 100 metres, keeping his strokes long. With 7 laps to go, Sam overtakes the bunch. He's in the lead. Now he begins to lap the rest of the field. Sticking to his strategy, he sprints the final strokes. Sam touches to win the race, but he hasn't seen the lap counters. Believing there's one more lap to go, he continues on.
Because other people are swimming around him, he wasn't aware he'd finished.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't have known he'd won until after he came in before.
Yeah, so he did 2 laps of
Extras.
extras, yeah.
He did very, very well. He must be proud. He did well for New Zealand.
Division 1. First place, Sam Donaldson. Special Olympics, New Zealand. Κυρίες και κύριοι, παρακαλώ χειροκροτήστε τους αθλητές.
You keep swimming.
Gold medal. This is the very first medal of the Games. Gold medal.
By the end of the Games, Sam and his New Zealand teammates had a tally of 6 gold medals.
Good morning.
The Special Olympics movement has more than 3.7 million athletes. In India, more than 1 million people participate.
Today is finance. I am also.
They've brought a team of 184 athletes to Athens.
I'm Luis Fernandez. I'm the head coach of basketball for India. We've got 6 in the team who can't hear nor speak.
More than 60 million people in India are deaf. This entire team has learnt sign language so they can support the 6 women who are deaf.
But then basketball is an action game, so everything happens in action there on the court. I only hope it happens when they play and they look at me.
Pushpa is the star shooter for the team.
She feels very, very good that she get an opportunity to come here, and she feels proud to be a part of Indian team.
Pushpa leads her team out onto the court.
Special Olympics India versus Special Olympics Nigeria.
Her family has little money. She never dreamed she would travel or represent her country.
She said in her family, her mother is supporting her, but father not supporting her too much. But because of her mother, she came here. It's very, very great. And she's an opportunity for her to improve herself and show to everybody that she can do everything.
It's a scrappy start as the women vie for possession. The Indian girls are fast and use their speed to advantage. Their opposition is Algeria. Islam promotes physical fitness and health, but the women must dress modestly on court. The deaf women can't hear the whistle. Instead, they watch the ref's hand as a sign to stop play. Pushpa sends the ball neatly into the goal. By quarter time, the Indian team dominates. India continues to lead through the second half, frustrating the taller Algerians. Pushpa takes a final shot, another 2-pointer. India's nailed the game. Final score, 20-2. Pushpa and her team went on to win most games, coming second in their division.
She said today's game is very well, and she played well, and she basket is 14 points.
Taylor Doyle, Australian long jumper and 100-metre sprinter. Today she's competing for a place in the long jump final.
All you gotta do is just hit that board and then just run really fast and jump.
Taylor's 18. She's been training in long jump for 7 years. She worked at a general store to earn spending money for this trip.
This is her first time in a team away from us, so it's a big thing for, you know, in all respects, from to the point that she's got to grow up, look after herself, but she puts in so much effort.
This was my first goal and now I'm here, so I was like jumping for joy, so it's exciting.
if you've done your absolute best, this world, the world of Special Olympics, will recognize you as someone who is great, regardless of the specific place you finish.
Taylor's main competition is this girl from the Ukraine. The athletes get 4 jumps and need 1 good jump to make it through to the final.
It's really important to just get it right, because the hardest thing is if you don't get it right, then it's a big worry, because it's like, am I going to get in or am I not? So you just got to try your best, really.
On her 3rd attempt, Taylor clips a board with her foot.
Very stressful. I can't watch it, but I have to watch it. Nearly to the point where you're going to be sick.
Taylor trains so well and she gets so nervous at competition.
Yeah.
And usually at like a national event, not a Special Olympics event, a standard event, you get 6 jumps and she usually fouls the first 4 and it's 2 good jumps for yourself.
The Ukrainian nails it, 4.2 meters. Taylor has just 1 more attempt to even register a score. She knows the jump's good. She's on the board with 3.8 meters. That gets her into the A final.
Well done, Taylor.
Well done, Taylor.
Stay focused. That's all anybody can ask for. And just aim for what you can. Do the best. If you can't win, then just try and get your personal best. I'm dreaming of being independent and also going to the London Games, which is next year. I'm going to try and get there.
People have thought of Special Olympics as an opportunity to celebrate the smiles, the spirit, the joy. It is that. But what they have not realized is how important it is for our athletes to have the smile and the spirit and the joy be emerging from a context of commitment and determination and skill and athleticism. It's becoming more and more important in the world that we address the issue of intolerance and misunderstanding. It's becoming more and more clear that Special Olympics athletes are themselves teachers of understanding.
Sport is the best tool to connect people. Sport can change lives, can give people opportunities, break barriers, promote tolerance. And for us, former athletes, I think we have a moral obligation to try to help because at our time we were helped in our career. If they don't get it, you just grab their hands and bring them to a Special Olympic event and introduce them to all the athletes, and they're gonna be hooked.
My name is Parshuram. I am from India.
My name is Vinsishana. He is our Manpreet from Yaso Bharat, India.
Together they make up India's 400-metre relay team. Manpreet proudly shows us his running shoes. In his hometown, he works in a sewing factory. It takes months of his wages to pay for shoes like this.
So every time he is thinking, I am the first, I am the in front of all. He always doing like that only. But his style running also is good. Maybe, I hope so, he will get the 2 medals, definitely.
Parasham wants that gold medal. But today's about proving something to himself and his family.
And I hope to make my mommy happy. So they want to make me happy by winning the race. And I want to become the first championship in the world.
India!
Manpreet desperately wants a medal. He powers past his opposition. But he's peaked too soon and burns out with 200 metres to go. They finished at the end of the bunch. These games are a massive event, and the support crew knows that nerves will have played a part. Regardless of the outcome, these men will go home transformed, thanks to the confidence of knowing they competed at the World Games in Athens. Special Olympics has been revolutionary for people who live with intellectual disability in India. It's led society to examine the way they treat these athletes.
When we talk about society, we talk about community of individuals living in one place. It's not like we have people who living in this earth and we have another people living in Jupiter. We're all living in this earth that God created. We're all human beings. And we have to find a way and we have to find a common ground, how to be acceptable among each other.
Special Olympics works at the grassroots of communities. On any given day, there are 150 Special Olympics competitions taking place all around the world.
Hey, it's Team USA, man. We coming live for y'all. We stay fly, no
Basketball is one of the 22 sports at the World Games. It's become hugely popular within Special Olympics.
Go hard!
Thanks to support of NBA legends.
Even though we play in this level of a professionalism in the NBA, but we know also that there's another NBA here. All they need is somebody to bring them a ball, to take them to the basketball court, to tell them where they're going to shoot, to make them to becoming professional. And we keep doing it, and we will continue to do it, because that we felt that those people with intellectual disability, they're just like people like us.
Hi, I'm Peter Riley.
My name is Richard Park.
I'm Martin Pennerton.
Michael McGregor.
My name is Nemia.
David Anderson, I'm from Waikato.
Well, it's Craig Bennett. I'm Michael Friend.
And I'm the captain for the New Zealand team.
The New Zealand basketball team is on a winning streak and hoping to win today's quarter-final. They're up against Israel, the top team in their division.
Got to be down low ready. Here he comes. I see him coming towards me. Step up to him, okay? He's got to feel that contact. You've got to put him off his game. We stand back, he's going to score over us all day.
Going to play really hard and do our best and have fun, and that's the main thing.
If I do defence, my bulletin is 1 in the 1.
In the game, I play the tip-off point, and usually I'm under the post, under the hoops.
Defence and wing.
My position is guard.
I do my best here, and I'm a forward.
Really big game, biggest game of the tournament. It's going to be a hard game, okay? Harder than anything you've had to date, okay? They're a very, very good team, okay? We've got to put our best game out there on the court today. Just keep thinking about it. So transition play, let's attack the hoop. Getting that ball in transition, we can have a really good crack at them on transition, okay? There's good chances for fouls. Hey, is everyone ready? Guys, make your noise. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, Kiwi!
They'll perform a traditional Māori haka, a challenge to their opposition, performed with pride.
It's feel proud for us because the boys haven't done the haka before, so it was the honour for me to lead it for them.
Play a number of games for a start and then organise it into various divisions. This is actually the highest division that the New Zealand team has been in at any of the World Champs to date, so we're pretty chuffed. You know, I'm extremely chuffed where we've got to at this stage in the tournament.
New Zealand's strategy? To play their own game and not be pushed around by the speedy Israelis. The Israelis dominate in the early stages of the game.
Someone's got to step up into it. Okay, just step up right into them. Make sure we box out first up. Okay, box out, they've got a couple of second chances here. Straight away they get the ball, 2 points. And the Mayor, when you go into that hoop, you've still got to go harder. 1, 2, 3, Kiwi!
Come on, boys, come on. Second half, and already Wiremu is showing more control, passing to his teammates who are ready to shoot. their best, but the Israelis take the game 48-25. They might have lost the game, but they've made new friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, please applaud the...
Special Olympics as the third pillar of the Olympic family. Our movement exemplifies the values of Olympism. A lot of Olympic athletes understand when they see Special Olympics that this is great sports, that this is the best in sports.
Wow, some pretty amazing stuff. And the Special Olympics juggernaut keeps rolling on.
Next month it's our turn, with Wellington hosting a Trans-Tasman tournament. Best of luck to everyone involved.
Now, I dare to dream about changing the way people think of us, changing the perceptions, opening doors for people with disabilities to shine.
Our athletes represent a challenge to intolerance. They represent a challenge to prejudice, to fear, to human misunderstanding. They are the world's and history's most deeply wounded victims of prejudice.
In 2009, Dr. Tim Shriver, chairman of the Special Olympics movement, spoke of dreams to rally the world.
The future of our movement is to be the world's greatest movement promoting human acceptance and universal human value that the world's ever seen.
Tim's united leaders of nations and corporations to get behind Special Olympics. He's grown the movement to include nearly 4 million athletes. Now they talk of a global revolution.
Until we have the critical mass of participation and engagement in our community that would count us in the tens of millions, we're not going to be a serious force for change. So the biggest and most important measure of success is the numbers that we reach.
Good evening and welcome to the third annual Attitude Awards.
21 finalists across 7 categories have now been chosen for the 2011 Attitude Awards. To secure your ticket to the televised black tie event, visit our website, attitudepictures.com.
On behalf of us all, thank you very much.
These great stories are thanks to funding from New Zealand On Air.